Hello everyone, Dr. Kaysen DeMaria with the Drugless Doctors coming to you from Westlake, Ohio. And I'm so excited to share with you my guest today, Carrie. And it's truly been an honor to help you and your family. And we're going to talk a little bit today about your story and what you've seen. So why don't you share with our audience what brought you into our office?
Yeah, so I'll never forget, I was headed to this networking group that Dr. Kaysen and I that we're both in. And I was struggling with these headaches that were clearly tied to hormones, but I could not figure out how to get rid of them. And I was eating pretty healthy, exercising. I thought I was in pretty good shape. And I just couldn't understand why I kept getting these headaches. And so I saw Dr. Kaysen and I thought, oh, I'm just going to ask Dr. Kaysen what she thinks about the headaches. So I said,
Right.
I told her, and before I could get this whole thing out of my mouth, she said, it's your liver. And I said, no, it's not my liver, it's my head. What are you talking about? She said, no, it's your liver. You need to come into the office. And so she told me a few things. I kind of sat on it for a little while. And then I was like, I got the headache again. And I'm thinking, I need to take care of this. So I made an appointment. And now it's almost a year later. And my headaches are gone, but really our health is totally transformed, and it's not just been me, but my entire family. So this has been really a life-changing experience.
That's huge. And what do you say overall? So you came in first, and then had you experienced chiropractic care before?
No, I hadn't. And I had heard from so many people, oh, you got to be careful of chiropractors. You can hear, just like with everything else, you can hear everybody's story about how somebody messed up their neck or their back got thrown out, and it was all the chiropractor's fault. And that was something that we really had to get past. And I was the first to come in, and I was so impressed with how you did the x-rays, and you were really careful, and there were no adjustments until we could really go through those results. And my husband had had chronic back pain, and he is not overweight. He's a really fit guy, and this back pain, these back spasms just wouldn't go away. And he was wondering, am I going to have some horrible surgery at some point? Getting him here was a bit of a challenge because he had all of these stories. Like, you're going to go and they're going to mess up your back even worse. And he came, and it has been really amazing to see how his back issues have become minimized because of the chiropractic adjustments. And really the care that you, Dr. Kaysen, and Dr. Anthony and Dr. Bob take in ensuring what's going on with our bodies, with our spine, and constantly updating that, constantly doing updates, and making sure that what we're doing is really safe and is going to improve our health.
That's huge. That gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
And then, so you came in, your husband, and then?
Well, we decided if we're going to do this, we'll bring our son. We really, before coming here, we thought we were making healthy choices. Now, that's been a whole journey. As you know, our eating habits have totally changed, and that's been one of the most wonderful changes in our life. But bringing Daniel in, we thought this is a really great way for him to see a different approach to medicine and to take part in his health.
Which is huge.
And understanding the decisions about what he does and puts into his body. And he participates in a lot of our meetings with.
And how old is Daniel?
He's going to be 12 next week. It has been awesome to see him, and he gets adjustments every 2 weeks. The adjustments have really helped him in different areas of his body. But even just the choices, less sugar, taking vitamins that aren't full of sugar, eating spinach, which he was a kid that would not eat any vegetables. It was horrible, and believe me, I tried. If you're a parent whose kids eat vegetables, God bless you, but some kids just will not eat them. And so
I have to share a true story. Remember that first day we sat down and I talked to Daniel and you and Todd kind of saying, you know what, Dr. Kaysen, we're just going to be honest with you. We've given up with vegetables with this child. We've tried everything and it's just not happening. And I said, okay, we'll work together on this. So I know that was a big turning point, as a family. So I know people are watching us and they're thinking, okay, so where to start? What would you recommend for people out there? And I know for yourself, you were doing things that you thought were healthy, which it's not that they weren't healthy, but it wasn't the right choice for you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that you have to understand that it's a journey. You know, you aren't going to go from eating fast food 3 or 4 times a week to a completely 100% clean diet in one day, because you probably won't stick to it, and that's not going to create sustainable change in your life. So it's coming in, starting to work with the doctors here, understanding your health, because that's one of the things. We do lab work and we go through every little last bit of it and understand what that means. Understanding your health and how your body is working, and working with you and the other doctors to have a plan to initiate changes, make changes over time that are sustainable. I never a year ago would have imagined the diet that I eat now. And I love it. I'll never forget when I first met with Dr. Bob, and I said, I just don't want to give up pizza and ice cream. And he's like, well, how about doing it for a month? I was like, I cannot, how can that be my problem? If one day a week I eat pizza and ice cream, he's like, you got to do it. And then,
it was all in love, right?
It was all in love. It was all in love. And then, and Dr. Bob, actually, though, he knew that I was pretty far along in this journey, and that I really wanted to make some major shifts in my health. I was ready for that because I was already making quite a few healthy choices. And he just looked at me and he said, well, what do you want? And I thought about that for a minute, and I said, I want to have the healthiest body I can have. Well, just try this for a month. I got rid of the pizza and ice cream, and after about 3 weeks, I thought, I am not going back, because they were clearly problems for me. They were triggers for me emotionally, actually, in overeating and eating things and eating too much sugar, eating things that just were really causing my body to not function properly. So I haven't had pizza and ice cream for like 9 months.
That's huge.
It's huge for me, and I don't miss it. That's even more huge. I don't miss it. And so the foods that I eat now, I love. They make my body feel great, and I don't want other stuff. And I know you might be sitting out there thinking, oh, good for you. I that won't happen to me. Like, come on. Like, oh, I can't believe that. I'm telling you, once you get that stuff out of your body, it is amazing how you are able to eat this like super clean diet and not want to eat other stuff. It's amazing to me.
Isn't that exciting?
Oh my gosh, it is thrilling. And I've been up and down and all around with my weight my whole life. I was really overweight when I was a kid, and it helped me understand so many different patterns that were holding me back, both in my health and overall in life. And it's just been life-changing.
I'm excited for you and your whole family.
Thank
so
you.
I know if you are watching this right now and you are anywhere in the world, contact us. The Drugless Doctors, we're here in Westlake, Ohio. We're in Naples, Florida. We're all over the world. We're here to help you and your entire family to make a difference. Contact us. You'll be glad you did.